Colquitt.
I don't see the media clamoring to talk to the people who transitioned when they were younger and ruined their lives because of it and now wish that they could go back to their original gender with the body they originally had. And it's not because those people don't exist, because I've met them myself. They're really not that hard to find. For everyone that you have like this, you're going to have just as many on the other side that regret doing so. Especially since 80 to 95% of all children that are trans when they're kids grow out of it by the time they reach young adulthood if they aren't transitioned physically.
Listen to Tactics with Caleb Colquitt, Thursday nights at 7 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and TacticsRadio.com. You're listening to Tactics with Caleb Colquitt. America is divided as ever. How do you talk to your friends and neighbors about politics and religion in a way that doesn't devolve into yelling and pointless arguments? Luckily, Caleb Colquitt hosts the Tactics Podcast on Thursdays at 7 p.m. to teach you how to have thoughtful conversations about the hot-button issues of the day. As a national award-winning debater and gospel minister, Caleb knows how to discuss sensitive topics in a meaningful way. So subscribe to Tactics Radio on YouTube or like Tactics on Facebook so you can catch every episode and elevate your conversations today. You're listening to Tactics with Caleb Colquitt. Tactics with Caleb Colquitt.
We have a very special guest with us this evening, Congressman Mo Brooks.
We're serious in America about liberty, about freedom, about our country's destiny being controlled by the will of American voters. And it's that Second Amendment right to keep and bear arms that enables us to defend our republic and defend our rights should the central government ever become dictatorial.
Listen to Tactics with Caleb Colquitt, Thursday nights at 7 on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, and TacticsRadio.com.
And welcome in, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us here on Tactics. Doing one of my game streams, we are going to be finishing up the Snowhead Temple today in Majora's Mask. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. By the way, taking your comments, if you do want to comment, that's perfectly acceptable. I look forward to seeing those. Here we go. Get past the intro screen. Dawn of the first day. Such an iconic thing. You know, it's been a while since I've been here, but I really just love the Majora's Mask so much. Alright, here we go. And if this is your first time on the stream, you may notice I'm actually using a real Nintendo 64. I'm not using an emulator or something like that. So this is 100% authentic. I'm running it on the 64. Snowhead is not my favorite temple. Let's see here. It's interesting because I really do love... I really do love Majora's Mask. It's my favorite Zelda game in the Zelda franchise, but it doesn't have great temples. Snowhead's okay, but it's not one of my favorites. There we go. Mountain Village. So, what do you guys think? Favorite Zelda game? Okay. A lot of people really like Majora's Mask now. And I understand that, but not Majora's Mask, Breath of the Wild. A lot of people really like Breath of the Wild, and I get it, but it's a great game. I just think Majora's Mask is better. Alright, so... here we go. Oh, I forgot you can't actually... I forgot that you can't actually do that. Wow! I did not realize that not having magic as a Goron actually slowed your speed. Huh. I mean, I knew it didn't give you the protection of spikes, but I thought that's really all it did. guess I'm a little rusty. Did I already get the Dongero's mask? I did. Sorry, buddy, I already helped other you in a different timeline. There we go. Come on, buddy. Just need some magic bottles. That's bizarre. There we go. That's what I needed. I'm looking forward to the fairy reward in this particular temple because it gives you bonus magic. So you get the double long magic bar, which is always nice. Now, I always change out when I get a fairy. I change the item in the slot to something different so I don't accidentally use it. It's not a real common problem I have, but it does happen from time to time. There we go. Now we got the Goron roll going. Whew. Yeah! Man, I am rusty. I used to be able to Goron roll like nobody's business. Oh, there we go. Did it take you back to the beginning? Oh, it does. That sucks. I was about to say, I knew that entrance was around here somewhere. Yeah. Sword time. Alright, never have to do that course again. Probably will never step foot on it. I mean, unless I do another playthrough at some point, but you know what I meant. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna be honest, I have to look this one up. It's not super complicated, but it's been a while since I played this one. Alright. You know, I miss that you don't have to actually play the instruments in the new Zelda games like you did in the N64 version. I really liked that. And even Wind Waker. Wind Waker had that cool mechanic where you were conducting. It was an interesting idea. I didn't like it as much as the ocarina, but still pretty cool. And down goes Big Goron. Go ahead and get some bombs. Wow, another fairy. I've already got one, so I don't think I need this one, but at least give me some hearts. That's funny, I couldn't get the fairy. Normally that's the opposite problem. I get the fairy before I can put it in a bottle. Ooh. Man. I forgot how brutal this one was. It usually does take me 2 or 3 tries to get this one, I'm not gonna lie. But it's okay, because it's only 7 a.m. on the first day. Plus, I don't like to complain about the controls, but this is one of those times where the controls are not helping you. Yeah, there we go. Whoa. I know it's not the fanciest way to get in, but it's the easiest. I don't mind taking a few hits. Well, here we are. Ground pound is my favorite way to get rid of these guys. I don't know why. Just is. Better go ahead and get the Great Fairies mask, because if I'm not mistaken, there is one very near me. Huh, guess not. My hair's not all glowy. Yeah, I'm on top of it, Tatel. I've still never been 100% confident in the way that I pronounce Tatel's name. Honestly, I find it easier to beat Wolfos this way. But once I get the Gilded Sword, it's easier to do it with that. The Kairi Sword is just so short. Still nothing, huh? Here we go. Ah, man, just a little off center. Oh, well, it's fine. As I recall... Yep. Thought there was one down here. There we go. Alright, Stray Fairy 1 complete. Do 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 do. This is the real purpose of any Zelda game. Smash all the pots. Yeah, that's the only bad thing about really any old game, not just Zelda, but Zelda's definitely a offender of this. Old games, man, they don't give you much in the way of ladder speed. Your ladder speed is pretty bad. Really? Wow. That, as Sean Connery once said, that was bad, Trebek. Yeah, not the real Sean Connery. Saturday Night Live's version playing Sean Connery. Man, I miss those days. Ah, crud! I realized that after I let it go that I had mistimed that. You know, one thing, and I know I'm poor-mouthing here, I get it. I do have a very tiny screen, which I'm not used to. I'm used to playing on a much larger screen, even an old game like Majora's Mask. In fact, probably specifically in an old game like Majora's Mask, it's even more important to have a screen you can actually see. And I gotta be honest, some of these parts of the games are kind of difficult with this little bitty screen. Not good. I am sorry, guys. Let's see if I can do it this time. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, Tato, what do you want? Okay, I get it, yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't be off by that much. I'm starting to think I should pre-record these. Then I wouldn't get to hear your chats. Well, not live anyway. I'd get to see them. This is fun stuff. So far I've found one stray fairy and tried this like 14 times. Seriously? Good gravy, what is wrong with this thing? Is my controller off? I mean, seriously, I know it's been a while since I played this game. I do. But I used to be able to Goron roll with the best of them. I can remember winning the Goron race, which is actually kind of a challenging little side quest. And, it was... I usually beat it the first try when I was getting the gold dust. Alright, come on. Now I gotta wait for this Freezy to... There we go. Alright. Finally! Good gravy. There we go. Well, at least I can still shoot arrows. Guess I haven't passed into the realm of totally worthless. Not yet, anyway. I'm getting there. No, I'm just kidding. I don't think I'll ever pass in the realm of totally worthless. I mean, then I'd have to become a Democrat, and that just wouldn't work. Dot, dot, dot. Alright, let's see. Oh, yeah, we gotta go to this little side room thing. Come on, give me some magic. There we go. Yeah, red bubbles. Isn't this where I fight the Lizithos? Pretty sure I need fire arrows to do anything here, though. Well, that's alright. I'll just head on out. That was fun. There we go. I'm pretty sure that's a small key. Oh, am I behind the chest? Okay. Yeah. Goron's a little too slow to do anything about the bubbles once they miss him. There we go. Stray fairy time. Yeah, for those of you who haven't figured it out yet, by the way, we're actually below where we were just now. That's the bottom of this chamber. And now let's walk over here. This is where we want to go. This yellow door. Alright. Alright. And I believe this is the map? No, small key. Okay. Well, there we go. So you gotta have the block in this position so you can jump from one side to the other. And because of that, chest right there. Alright, I forgot you gotta get up here first. And then... Wait, can you not? I thought you could climb up this thing. Is that not the case? Hmm. See, normally this would be the part where if you get close enough you can hit climb, but I don't see that there's a place to do that. It may be something you have to do preemptively and come back when you can go somewhere else. Yeah, green door is still frozen shut. I believe we will need the fire arrow for that, but this red one, we can kind of make our own fire arrow for that. So all we gotta do is aim at the flame, and there you go. Nice little trick to make your own fire arrow. Uh-oh. Here we go. Yeah, See, with the Gilded Sword, you've got a lot more range, and that becomes a lot easier to defeat White Wolf foes that way. I'm gonna find a couple of them right here. Okay, well, that one is a great example of why the added range comes in handy. Screw this, I'm just gonna Goron it up. There we go. I don't know what it is, but it's just a lot easier to kill those things with a Goron. Was there not one more? Yeah, there it is. Got him. Yeah, honestly, until you get the Gilded Sword, Goron is a pretty good offensive strategy for most of your monsters. There's the compass. So now we know where everything is, we just don't have a map underneath it. Alright. And there's a fairy in that box up there. Ah. Huh. I thought a Goron Punch would get rid of that. I guess not. Game seems a little bit finicky on what a Goron Punch will and won't destroy. Here we go. Alright. Also, they don't use this often in Majora's Mask, but I kind of like the doorway that leads to the next floor with the stairs in it. It's very reminiscent of the old 2D Zeldas, and I love that. Alright, I do not have a small key. So the way that you do this one is there's a you have to knock down some icicles. There we go. There we go. Now I got a red rupee. I guess I'm too fast for my own good. I think that was the only one. Oh no, there is one more over here. So quick on the draw that the icicle doesn't have a chance to stop shaking before I hit it again. Now, is that a compliment to my skill? No, not at all. It really is just hitting the same button twice. That's all it is. Yeah, I was afraid of that. I do believe that being a Zora increases your vertical. Like, you can jump higher, but Goron's so heavy, he doesn't really do vertical. He's more of a horizontal kind of guy. Alright. Now you'll see you're at here. This is where we get a chance to combine the Lens of Truth with the... Oh no, that one's not a fairy bubble. That one you actually have to... Well, that's alright. Bunny hood time. Gotta time this just right. Whoop. That's not the way to do it. There we go. Stray fairy. There we go. Yeah, early Zelda's cameras were not great. Nope, not Deku. There we go. Alright, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the small key that we need to proceed. There we go. Ha! Goron hits you with a snowball. Goron Link, always fun. Oh yeah, there's a lot of little white bobos down there. And I know what you're thinking. It sounds racist, but it's really not, guys. I forget what I'm supposed to be using that for. Oh, that's right. So, the idea here is you use that little platform and you're going to use it to get back up. So you have to run over here. Oh crap, I messed it up. Alright, that's fine. I'll just kill all these guys instead. That way I don't have to worry about them coming back. Might have worked out better anyhow. Let's see. Were there any fairies in here? I forget. I don't think there are any in this room. There is indeed one. Is this the one that has the hole in the ceiling? Yep, that's it. By the way, this one seems almost unfair, honestly. Like, who would think to just look up and there'd be a giant hole in the ceiling? Anyways. Oh, I was already on that side. Dang it. Hashtag incompetent gamer here. Alright, yeah, that was the last fairy in this room. No mo. So now I just gotta Goron it up. Oh, shoot! I did it again! Well, might as well wait for it. I'm a little frustrated. That's weird. There we go. See, it takes a little time, but it's worth it. It does get you to the other side. I don't forget, is there one with ramps on this? No, there's no ramps on this one. Alright, so just gotta... There we go. Now this one you gotta roll over to the side here. Where's the ferry? Should be on one of these side walls. Oh, that's right. I'll have to go back and get that one. You actually have to jump from a higher platform to get to that one. So, there's that. This is the one with the bomb chew. Got rid of that freezy. All right. Where the heck is that pump shoe? Oh, it's down there. And a stray fairy, so I can go ahead and pick that up. I believe the goal of this is to be able to get to jump on top of that switch, so I better make this count. Wow, I got that one wrong. That was fun. Here we go. I believe this is the map, which is somewhat instrumental to this particular dungeon. It's definitely not like the only thing that matters, but this is a very difficult dungeon to navigate. One of my least favorites. It is not as bad as the water temple, and it is also not as bad as the water temple that directly follows this one. Whoa, what the... Evidently I ran out of floor. See, now the advantage to this, though, is that now that I've already gotten that part of it, I do not have to do the ramp thing again, thank goodness, because I have access to the main hall, I guess you would call it. I have access to that room this way. I can just go through and... yeah. So now there's no need to go through it the other way. There we go. So now... oh, I forgot, you do have to do this thing again. Best way to get rid of all of them. Goron Ground Pound. One of my favorites. Classic. There we go. And that's how you do it, son. Get your money for nothing and your chicks for free. Oop. By the way, Dire Straits, for any of you that may not have caught that reference. Fantastic band. And learned something really crazy about them here recently. You know that they're the guys who do the ending credits theme for Princess Bride, one of my favorite movies? Which is really not a testament to them, because I love Dire Straits and I love Princess Bride, but that is one of the lamest songs I've ever heard. It's literally, and I promise I'm not exaggerating, my love is like a storybook story, but it's as real as the feelings I feel. Swear that's the actual lyrics. Kinda sad, honestly. Alright, gotta make sure I angle this exactly right. You know, it's funny, because some of the older Zelda games, especially this one, rely much more on the character being able to line things up perfectly, despite the fact that... Ooh. Alright. Gotta get my bow and arrow out. Actually, it's a good idea to, have my bunny hood on just in case I have to run. I don't know that I will, but... Gotcha. Yep, and they're in the Shadow Clone Jutsu phase of this, so I'm fighting Naruto now. Oh! Got me. Whoa! Yeah, like I said, this is a tough fight. Ah! Can't get lined up fast enough. Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. And if I'm not mistaken, he cannot miss. There we go. There we go. Oh, got me. But I have a fairy. That's why you get the fairy, kids. Never go into battle without a fairy. Got him. Bum, 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 bum. Fire arrows. And that makes this dungeon exceedingly more simple. You know, just like pretty much every other Zelda game, once you get the dungeon item pretty much set. Alright. I mean, yeah, the dungeons are still challenging, but at the end of the day, like, it's really not as big a deal once you've got the dungeon item. Alright. See, now, all those locations that were a problem for me, that I didn't have the right tool for the job, now that goes away. Nice little startup sound there. There we go. Oh, that's just to get up. I forgot about that. That's important for a puzzle, but I don't remember which one. Now, see, this is also really fun because freezies are really not much of a challenge once you have the fire arrows. They're a one-shot kill for them. And, you know, probably should be. So, we go over here, and all these doors that were frozen over that were a problem for us earlier, now they're not. Fire arrow. One of my favorite items in the game. Also really like how in the new Smash Brothers they do a nod to the fire arrow. They have young Link with the fire arrow. I actually had a friend who is a Zelda fan of all things, but had never played Majora's Mask for some reason. And he was like, but Link never actually uses fire arrows. I'm like, dude, I think you only played Ocarina of Time, not Majora's Mask, because there's a quite clearly use of the fire arrow in that game. Yeah, I'm not going to make it to get that magic jar. Dang it. Even with the bunny head, I don't think I would have made it, to be honest. There we go. Now I've got to light all the banisters in the room. There we go. Nailed it! And this one doesn't really have a time limit, so just kind of skip along. And by the way, I do have to go, let's see, where's my map? There is actually something you have to do. In fact, I'm pretty sure there's a fairy on the floor directly beneath me, but I'll have to come back to that later. Because I'd rather go ahead and do this first. This makes it much, much easier to go ahead and do this part first. And down we go. Sky pillar. Now, I'm going to get a good look at this thing so I can remember exactly what order I'm supposed to do this in. Yeah, none down there. I believe... Yeah, I have to hit those two, and then that drops down, and then I hit the top two. Alrighty then. Onward. Rejoicing, I tread life's way. Old hymn reference for anybody that didn't quite catch that. And for our handy dandy fire arrow. Boom. Or sizzle, I guess. Whatever. Doesn't matter. And so now we're on this, and this will be important later because this is where you have to knock out the other. Oh no, actually I don't think that's how you do that. Oh well. You know, it may be faster to just go ahead and do this here then. I may just need to go ahead and head downward. Nah, suck it up, Link. Be a man. Yeah, there we go. Now watch this. Okay, that's weird. For some reason my controller was not wanting to work. I did not, for the longest time, realize that the yellow flowers were different. I don't know why, but I just... As a kid, I played through this entire game multiple times, and I don't know what it was, but for whatever reason, it just never dawned on me that, hey, the yellow flowers are actually not the same. They actually launch you higher. There we go. Let's see. I believe that's the way out, and this is the way in. Oh no, that takes me back to where I was. Huh. Son of a gun. I was wrong. Happens a lot, unfortunately. Alright, now let's get up here. Now, of course, the big disadvantage here is that you have lost the ability to just will your way over. So you got to be a little more clever. And that's why this place where we were with the fire arrow earlier is pretty important. I really thought there was a... I know there's a fairy here. This may be another Lens of Truth one. Make sure your aim is true. do love how in this room that even if they put these like giant spikes up there. So like, just in case you thought about maybe scaling this 30-foot wall, we're going to make sure you don't do that. Oh, that's right. I hate this one. This one sucks. I did this one so many times. Shoot. I better take that off. There. I'm just tired of hearing the sound effect. Honestly, I wasn't afraid of it. I just really didn't want to hear that anymore. But here we are. Alright, Cockwood, you can do this. Just some minor crappy platforming that Nintendo shoehorned in, because this was the era when platforming was everything. Okay, I don't know what went wrong with that one. I really don't. And I'm pretty sure it's a stray fairy at the top of this. You know, it would have made a lot more sense if they had just put another, like, bubble in there, because, honestly, I'd hate to run out of arrows on this thing, or magic, or both. Okay. There we go. Come to me, stray fairy. Worth it. Whoa! What the heck happened there? Problem is, Link can't jump. He's too white. Do 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 do. Come on. There we go. Alright, now, if I'm not mistaken... Yeah. So what you actually want to do here, it's a little tricky, but you want to knock out one of these, but not the other. Because you see up there? See, it's going to drop down, and then you're only going to... You're going to have one that's underneath you that you can't punch out if you knock out both of them. Yeah. So you got to punch one, and then walk away, and then you'll punch the second one later. Alright. Oh! Well, dang. By the way, I don't know what this ice is made out of, but have you guys ever, like, seen ice so cold that if you touched it, it would literally freeze you? Because I haven't seen ice that cold. I've seen some cold ice in my day, but not ice that cold. I mean, even Foreigner doesn't have ice that cold. Oh, and I just walked into it again. Man, I'm bad at this. And there we go. See, now, the trick is Gotta punch 1. Boom. Punch 2. Boom. And then you gotta go back down. And punch number 4. Now, interesting fact, if you do screw this up, you actually can go back down, hit another switch that makes the pillar go down into the ground, and then come back up. The interesting thing about that is, once you've done that, the ice things will be there again. So I don't know who, on the staff is in charge of... I don't know how that just happened. Wow. Goron Link is dead. He is a dead person at this point. Now that'll help. That was not what I intended to do, but it did help me resupply. Alright, here we go. Hang tight. If I'm not mistaken, once the pillar's up, this is actually the only way to get up there. The very menacing Freezies behind me who can't do a dang thing because I'm like 40 feet away. Alright, here we go. No sense in wasting magic. Oh, dang, I forgot. Oh wow, Link is like, I don't even know how you would describe that, but basically my toes were on the platform, but none of the rest of me was. Got some very strong toes there, that Link. Alright, here we go. Ah, yes, that's what's down there. Forgot about that. That would be the boss key, which I believe would mean the next room I must enter is the Wizardrobe room. So, another Wizardrobe, just like the one I fought before, except there will be a much, 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 much larger room and more opportunities to attack. However, there is a key. I don't have the key? Interesting. Don't know how that happened. Huh. Well, it's a good thing we have the map then. Looks like there's... Well, yeah, that makes sense. There's going to be a lot of things on the first floor that we didn't get because we didn't have fire arrows at the time. But since we're here, I think I'm going to try to make a quick adjustment. Because there are 2 fairies in this main room that can only be reached by jumping to them. And it is extremely tricky. But if you can pull it off. I'm trying to remember where that would be. Oh, come on. I know it was here somewhere. Maybe on this side. Yep, that's where it is. Yeah, so you see that right there? That Deku flower? That's where I got to get to. So I am going to... Ooh. I hate this one. I hate it so much. I'm going to try to line this up as best I can. And go for it. Whew! Made it on the first try. Not gonna lie, didn't expect that to happen. Expected to have to try that at least twice. Whoop. Little backwards trick with the Deku flower. It's not easy to do, but if you know what you're doing, you can actually fly for significantly longer than you're supposed to be able to. You just have to flip yourself backwards at the right time, although it can be very difficult to maintain. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to return to some of the lower floors. And that's okay, because now that I have the fire arrows, I should be able to get a lot of those pesky puzzles that I wasn't able to do before. So, let's see. Go ahead and take care of that. Here we go. Now, if I'm not mistaken, there is one more fairy in this room, is there not? There is not. Okay, well now I know. And knowing is half the battle. G.I. Joe. No thanks, I'm good. Oh, not today! Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of them's in here. Let's check the map, shall we? So... I just came in from that right side, which means the other one will be down there. So I can hang a right and then another right, and that should lead me to where I need to go. Yeah, I see what it's doing now. Probably. I don't know. There we go. Just had to throw off its timing a little bit. And now we're back in business. Man, this thing is really difficult to control when you're watching on such a tiny screen. Alright, yeah, probably should stay Goron long enough to Oops. There we go. That'll do it. Excuse me, guys. Yep, I have disturbed the woofo. There we go. One shot. Tell you what, as grateful as I am to have these things, there are times where I do kind of wish and I mean really wish that I had a hook shot right now. Would make these random treasure chests a lot easier to deal with, for sure. There we go. Thank you, Stray Fairy. Now, gotta make sure to do this right. You have to push it this way first, or else it'll get stuck in that little nook there. And if you've ever played Animal Crossing, you know you do not want to get stuck with the nook. Whoa. Easy there. Actually, I think for nothing other than traction's sake, I'm gonna go with well, no, I said that, and the second I turned, I was too big to fit in that hole there. Come on, Goron Link, you can do this. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't remember, can you actually burn this with fire? No, you have to have a bomb. Okay, then. That's fine. Ah, yes. Well, I can just push it. See, the reason that you have to get this is because I'm pretty sure there's a stray fairy in that box. I can always just push it back, though. No big deal. Boom. I might be able to reach it even without moving it back. There we go. I don't know why I did that. Ah, it's a possessed pot. Alright. Good stuff. So we are still looking for that key. Found plenty of stray fairies. Not so much with the keys. I really thought that that was going to lead to a key in that last room, but alright. And that's important because it's nearly dawn of the second day. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, by the way, nice little addition to this. Now that we have the fire arrows, no need to do this little puzzle again. Just pop this out, melt this ice, and go about our merry way. Huh. Oops. Alright. Wait, what? I could have swore there was something here. But my mask isn't... The hair in my mask isn't glowing, so I guess it must not be, but still. Man. Alright. So the chests that are left are the one on the 4th floor, and I already know that's the boss key. So that just leaves the 1st floor room over there. So that's where we're going. Is this it? Yeah, that's it. Ah, that's hilarious. That's the one I forgot. I bet I have to kill all the freezies to get it. Yep, that was it. Son of a gun. Now let's see if I can actually line it up this time, and if so... Ooh, maybe not. I really thought I'd had it this time. Man, are we going to go through this again? Really? Because if so, it'd probably be faster to just go around. Nah, I don't think so. I think it'd be faster to do it this way. I can do it in this one shot. If you're watching this on replay later, you can just skip ahead to when I inevitably tackle this. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings. You skip ahead me failing at this. Of course, I got it the second time this time. And that was it. That was the small key we needed. Which in some ways that worked out okay, because now we're in the room that we need to be in to advance and get up. There we go. Ah, bunny hood. Letting even white people jump. Alright, there we go. Alright. It's a nice little catch net here. People that are new to Goron rolling, or people that are not new to it but suck at it like me. It's a shame too. I used to be freaking awesome at it. But, you know, I guess that things change. Yeah, that's what I need to get to. Alright. There we go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and prepare for this, because I'm almost certain this is the wizardrobe room. Nice little hack here. Unlike the last one, this wizardrobe's actually not that hard to beat. Oh, this is the, not that. And I had this whole thing prepared about how I was going to take down the wizardrobe. I just gotta hide out back here. See, didn't even need the lens of truth for that one. How about that? Yeah, I don't even know why I'm fooling with this. There we go. I knew it was around here somewhere. And that's the path up. This is with the Lizifos. Yeah, gotta watch that fire breath. So you can actually get it in 2 hits if you know what you're doing. Come here, Stray Fairy. See, that's one thing that is nice is about these particular Lizifos. They're the last 2 Stray Fairies, so you get them, you go home with all the marbles. Because I bet you were thinking, Caleb, why would you fight these guys when clearly you have no reason to, and that's why. Heh. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I know what I'm doing now. Probably. I don't know. Yeah, just roll out of it. Now take on your Goron form. You know, as nice as the extra magic is, I need some arrows. Alright. So, here we go. Move back just a hair. Don't want to do too much because I'll accidentally go backward. Alright, now clearly, boss room. Really? No arrows? Okay. Granted, I guess in that boss fight you do need magic more anyway. Alright, so that is where the wizardrobe resides. So now, I must take on my Deku form. Not the one from My Hero Academy. So that would be cool. Alright. Now, cool little trick about this one, and I really hope there's arrows here. Come on, you gotta give me some arrows. Seriously? I don't want magic. I need arrows. Alright, well, I guess 11 will have to do me. So here we go. So here's the cool little trick about this one. If you will just hide out here, it's actually a perfect little camp, because watch, he will throw the ice at you, but it won't actually hit you. So it's actually a lot easier to beat him this way than it is in the first one if you just happen to know the right spot in the room to camp out in. Now, that's what I needed. Also, I personally like this wizard robe. I think this might be my favorite iteration of the monster. The ones in Wind Waker were kind of cool, I guess, but this is probably my favorite version of it. Alright, so there's the boss key, as you can plainly see. And now, all that remains is to head back down and then back up. Oh, dang. That's the one I just came from. Whoops. My bad. Glad you don't have to fight him again. For some reason, I was thinking the one that was back there. Let's see, how do you do this again? Okay. Now, only thing left to do, because I already got all the fairies, is to take on the GOHT. I was really hoping for a fairy, but okay. Here we go. They're real worried about you being able to bust this guy out with an arrow, which I guess makes sense. Yeah, I'm going to take the arrows. Don't think I need it, but it won't matter. Just nice to have free arrows. Oh, wow, do they actually respawn? Cool! I mean, not that I need it, but you can get infinite arrows that way. That's awesome. I can't believe I never knew that. Actually, I'll go ahead and put the... because I'm not going to need the bunny hood. I might need the ocarina. Kidding, I probably won't. I just like having it in that bottom C. I don't know why. Just an old habit of mine. It's bizarre. I know it doesn't make any sense, but I like it. Man, I'm really surprised. I've gotten no messages this whole stream. Guess people are busy on Sunday night. I mean, I don't usually get like a ton of messages, but I usually get way more than this. I love this boss fight. It's one of the most unique ones And it's actually so good they reused parts of it for the final boss, because Majora's incarnation is pretty obviously based off of GOHT. I just love it because you get to, you know, basically freestyle this whole thing. I mean, it's just one long loop of a Goron rolling stage, and I love that. Goron rolling is one of my favorite features of Majora's Mask. And that is not a little... Whoa. Yeah, I got hit by the rock. I got a rock. Also, the design is really interesting because, you know, it's kind of freaky looking. This giant robot goat thing. Ah, shoot. I was trying to avoid it, but it didn't work. Also, those spires that drop from it, now that I've gotten into the late stages of the fight, man, those things are nasty because they will totally mess you up. They completely stop your momentum. That's the biggest problem with them. Ah, shoot, I thought I dodged that. Yeah, it's actually a pretty tough fight. You don't have a lot of HP, which I have only gotten... because I've been doing this playthrough kind of quick. Alright, here we go. There we go. Got in an extra punch, if nothing else. I wonder how much HP GOHT actually has, because just the way that this fight is structured, and I think he's got to have really high HP, probably the highest in the game. Well, depending on how much your giant attacks do against Twin Mold, although since that's the only place where you can use that, I would guess that... Alright, he's using bombs. I'm really close to the end now. Once you start seeing him drop bombs, man, you know it's coming to the end. But yeah, he's got to have a really high HP because a Goron roll, like a fully spiked Goron roll, actually does a fair bit of damage. Yep, got him. There we go. And I also really like how if you can time it just right to hit him off that ramp, it actually knocks him down. I love that. There you go, gang. GOHT goes down. So maybe he's not the greatest ever. I'm sorry, that was lame. Alright. Get my heart piece. Or heart container. Yeah, baby. GOHT's remains. By the way, this occurs to me, I believe I actually misspelled. Yeah, I misspelled GOHT's name. I think. In the title. That's funny. Well, it's hard to spell a made-up word. Guardians. Guardians? So you're protective gods? Little g gods. That's why you're in temples. But why are the protective gods? No, wait. Are you listening to me? Hey, wait. I can't do a female voice. I'm sorry. I just can't do it. Too manly. I don't know if that's true or not. Nice little cutscene here. Mountains. Spring is coming to the mountains. Fire up the orchestra and play the Four Seasons. That's right, you come here for culture too. It's not just me playing video games. I hope not. Alright. Now, believe it or not, it is time to go back to Snowhead. Why are you going right back to Snowhead, you might be asking, Caleb? Well, gotta get that expanded MP bar, yo. Time to make my way to the Great Fairy Fountain. Because I don't want to have to do that again. This is a neat little trick, though. Watch this. You can actually, after you've beaten it, talk to the big Goron that you put to sleep before. He's just hanging out, you know, doing his big Goron thing. Darmani, what in the world have I been doing this whole time? I don't know, I think that's how a giant speaks. I can't remember a thing since I went out to go look at around Snowhead to figure out why spring wasn't coming. What am I doing sitting in a place like this? No, I'm good. Well, actually, since there's no more snowballs, I can just walk it. Which I get is less exciting and fast, but definitely easier. You'll notice that there are still WFOs, but now they're regular WFOs, which is an improvement somehow? Here we go. Magic fairy time. Also, these things don't really look much like fairies to me. And what's about to pop out of there definitely doesn't look like a fairy to me. So creepy. Moss boobies. It amazes me that made it into an E-rated game. Thank you for returning my broken and shattered body to normal. As thanks, I shall enhance your magic power. Ooh, it's magic, you know. Don't ever believe it's not so. It's magic. Yeah. All that protein. I don't think protein has anything to do with magic or whatever. Come see me whenever you are overcome by weariness. Thanks. That is my first inclination whenever I'm overcome with weariness, is to head straight to the nearest fairy. Not really. No, that doesn't work that way. Alright, gang. Well, let's see. Do I have anything else I need to do? Let's see. Well, stream's been going for a couple hours. And, I should probably turn, because I can't actually do the gold sword side quest, the gilded sword. It's too late to do that. I needed the sword for the temple, and it's already the second day, so if I did enhance it, it wouldn't actually do me any good. So I'm going to go ahead and call it. Going to return to the dawn of the first day. Alright, so my game has been saved. I'm back at the first day. And that's going to be it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks so much for being with us, guys. We'll do something else sometime in the near future, but for right now, we're going to call it a night. I think that, because I've got about 2 weeks here where I have a little bit of spare time between now and the start of classes, that I'm going to try to do a couple more streams, try to work those in. But I've actually got an episode of Tactics coming up tomorrow night, a special edition, since I had so much going on with work. I had to miss Thursday. So we're going to be doing that tomorrow. Probably going to be doing some game streaming over the next few days, and we'll see if we can go ahead and knock this out. We're 2 temples in. We're about halfway through the game. A little less than halfway, because you got the Lon Lon Ranch side quest, and we're going to do some probably a whole episode just on the cafe side quest. But we'll be back next time. Thanks so much for watching, guys. I appreciate it. Stay the course, friends.